46 hits, 29 runs, 23 of them earned. She walked 21, struck out 34, had a 7-0 record. And no scouting report yet because she was just added yesterday, so learn along with us. As she comes in and replaces McPherson, who goes 6 full. We'll give you a line on her in just a bit.
Ashley herself gave us a bad scouting report, Craig. I guess Gina decided, hey, put her in there, so we get to see Ashley Blessing for the first time.
Gina did say, depending on the score, you could see her an inning or two late. I guess a 7-1 deficit qualified. And welcome to the league. Here's Lizzie Schubert. First pitch of ball from Blessing. Out of Marshall. Facing Schubert, who is 1 for 3, RBI single in the 5th. Delayed call there, 1-1.
Yeah, Ashley suffered a torn ACL last summer before she went up to Marshall, so she is wearing a knee brace that she's recovered from, but she still keeps it on, whether she's practicing or not, or playing. And she says it doesn't affect her, doesn't limit her pitches or anything like that. So it's good to see Ashley back in the circle.
Yeah, Mary Half did something similar for Arkansas. Tore ACL as a freshman, still wears a knee brace even in 2020 as a junior. Not something you want to mess around with for obvious reasons. Blessing going up against the best RBI producer in the FGCL. Head 1-2. Off the end of the bat, Blessing will have to field a position. The throw to first is not in time on what should be just an infield single. They always say, new player, ball finds you. New player in the league. Ball certainly found Blessing right there, and the leadoff runner's on for the Mocs here in the top of the 7th.
Amazing how that works, isn't it?
Now Jenny Jansen, 1 for 3 day. RBI ground out in the 5th, singled in the 3rd. In for a called strike, 0-1. That one hit foul, and Michaela Transu confirming what I thought. The illegal pitch walk was because of a time delay from Hobbs in the previous inning, and Coach Transu coming down saying, hey, got to call both ways. Didn't like how long Blessing was taking in a circle. Blessing is ahead 0-2, though, to Jansen. Chase away. 1-2. Seven 1 Mocs. You're in the top of the 7th. Mocs have been in control since the 2nd inning. That one missed. 2-2. That one popped up. Slice will have 7, 8, 9 due up in the bottom half of the 7th. Trying to make sure the Mocs don't add some more here in the top. Pioneers and Lynx all on hand in the stands. They're coming up next. You're on Stream Live Tampa. In the dirt. Going is Schubert. Throw was a little late. Nicely backed up by Dodd. But now runner in scoring position for the River Mocs here in the top of the 7th. Full count upcoming to Jenny Jansen. Already has an RBI today. Fouls it off again. Another payoff upcoming to Jansen. Swing and a miss. Chase the low stuff, 1 down.
Yeah, I hear a familiar voice over there. Greg Feldman, which was Ashley's coach with the Florida Impact over the last few summers, and his daughter Mary Beth is also sitting behind the backstop. She's going to be pitching for the Lynx tonight. She was just recently acquired by them. Her and Ash were teammates for the past 4 summers.
Yeah, Blessin, yet to have anyone get solid contact on her. Now she faces the Erickson duo. And Emily fouls off the first pitch. Emily Erickson has had quite a day. 3 for 3. RBI single in the 5th. Came around to score in the 3rd.
Yeah, Gray. Ashley's the all-time leader at Plant City High School down here in Florida in wins, ERA, and strikeouts. 82 wins, I believe, 0.65 ERA, and 1,059 career strikeouts.
Very impressive high school career. Working with Marshall. I only saw her 1 time. That was in that absolutely bonkers 16-15 game right before the season closed out against Kentucky. Now here she is in the FGCL. Erickson over to Gels, crawled up her, and that'll be an E6. As Gels just couldn't quite get a grasp on it, and now 2 on with 1 down here in the top of the 7th. Chance for the other Erickson to get a base hit as Emily has reached all 4 times she's been at the plate. Kaylee Erickson 0 for 3. RBI chance with Schubert over at second. First pitch. Too far inside for ball 1. Low 2-0. Schubert doing a lot of dancing out at second. Mocs looking for more. Erickson just got a piece, 2-1. Official games in the FGCL done over on field 2. Squeeze beat up on fast pitch U, 9-1 in 5 innings. Similar score over here. 7-1 Mocs. Power bats came alive early, and the pitching's been really solid for the first place team. The 2-2 from Blessin. Swing and a miss. Low stuff gets strikeout number 2 since her arrival. And now 2 down here in the top of the 7th. Alyssa Mullis. Quiet day for her, 0 for 3, couple of strikeouts. Her first chance to go up against the new acquisition for the Slice. First pitch right in there for strike 1. Strikeout in the second. Pop out and foul ground in the fourth. Strikeout in the sixth. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Blesson using the drop deceptively. Attacking low in the zone. Changing the eye level, McPherson stays up for the most part, so a completely different look from what the River Mocs batters were seeing earlier in the game. Got on top of it, but foul. 0-2 it remains. Lizzie Schubert over at second. Emily Erickson's over at first. 2 down here in the top of the seventh. Mocs up 7-1, trying to win a 7th game in a row. Emma Dirt got her. Throw to third was not important because that was out number 3. Blesson steps in and strikes out 3. Mocs leave 2 on base, but they're 3 outs away from moving to 11-1 here this summer. Slice needs 6 to keep the game alive, 7 to walk it off. We'll see if the offense can string together some hits as we head to the bottom of the 7th. Off to the bottom of the 7th. Slice looking for a big-time rally. Down 7-1 and starting with 7-8-9. Addie Reese, Kinsey Gels, Caitlin Davis. Addie Reese 0 for 2 today. Popped out in the second, ground out in the 4th. Facing Carly Hobbs, came on in the 6th, second inning of relief after an excellent outing from Maddie Davis. And for a strike, 1-1. Foul back, 1-2. Up in the air, drifting foul. Benson tracking. And she makes the catch for out number 1. Now Kinsey Gels did have a single. Nicely done in the 5th. Had seen a bunch of changeups from Davis. Waited on one, poked it out to the left side. 1 for 2 day for her. Flew out in the 2nd. Trying to get something going and has to throw the towel over to her teammate. Now she's ready. In there for strike 1. The Slice has had a runner in scoring position in every inning today except the 2nd, with just 1 run to show for it. In on the hands, and Schubert was perfectly playing it. 2 away, and the final chance for the Slice is Caitlin Davis. Davis today, single and a ground out, 1 for 2. That single came in the third. First pitch in for a strike. In there, and the slice down to their final strike. 7-1 Mocs. Caitlin Davis trying to keep the game going. 0-2 over to third. That's a fair ball. And the throw to first is not in time from Emily Erickson. And Davis is aboard. Davis stays alive, beats it out. And now Megan Hargraves will try and continue the rally. Hargraves 0 for 2. Delivery from Hobbs is low for ball 1. See how they score it. Part of me wants to call it an infield single. Wait for the official word. 1-0 to Hargraves. It is hit foul. 1-1. Now they've called it an E5. So the error charged to Emily Erickson, her second of the summer. Gina Snyder looking for her offense to keep it going with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. And for the second time, the slice down to 1 last strike. Hargraves, the acquisition from the River Mocs, trying to keep the game going for the slice. The 1-2. That went out to left. Chasing it is Turgo, and she will not get there in time. Remains 1-2. Pioneers and Lynx surrounding us here over at Field 1 here at Lakewood Ranch High School. That's your game coming up next. 1-2 to Hargraves. Waits on it. Cued over to Ginder. Flip to first is in time for out number 3, and that'll do it. A dominant performance from the River Mocs. Nicely done. A 7-1 victory for Myakka City. They advance to 11-1 this summer. The slice drops to 5-5. Your pitchers of record, Maddie McPherson takes the loss. She's now 1-3 here this summer after going 6 innings, giving up 11 hits, 7 runs, all of them earned. No walks and striking out 4. Your winning pitcher is Maddie Davis, her first official decision other than the save she had a long time ago here this summer. Just gave up 4 hits, spared around. No runs, walked 1, no strikeouts. River Mocs advance to 11-1 on the summer. Slice drops to 5-6, back to the drawing board before they come back and play on Friday. That'll do it for us here as we get ready for game number 2 of the doubleheader. Lynx and Pioneers coming up next. For Jim Delaney, for the entire Stream Live Tampa crew, I'm Gray Robertson. Final score once again, 7-1 River Mocs over the slice. Game 2 of the doubleheader coming up. We'll see you in a bit.